Here we got a car that we don't get very often. In fact, we've never had one. I always like this body style of S4, and I always love these engines. I used to have an all-road with the same motor, and I thought that car was quick, but this thing is so fast, even with automatic transmission. Anyways, before I start talking about flaws and whatnot, I want to say that this car is pretty dirty, and for two reasons we have kept it outside. But the main reason is, if you look across the street, I don't know if you can see, there is a huge construction site, and a few days ago when it was windy, it was just blowing wind and dust all over our cars. So it is covered with dust, but I did look pretty closely, and I think I have a pretty good idea what flaws it has. And everything that I found, I believe I could say it is a normal wear and tear on the car of that age. Well, let's start with the front. The one thing on the front I did notice, there is a slight scuff. I'm sure you can see it's right here. Looks like some of these can be buffed out, and that little spot right here probably needs a touch-up. And that's really about it. I don't see anything else on the front of the car. And I can't really see anything else on any other panels. I mean, yeah, if you look very closely, you're gonna see like that little thing here that probably could be touched up, but most of the spots and things on the paint is actually dirt and not paint damage. The car doesn't really have anything. Now, I also have to emphasize how clean this thing was when it came to us. This car was traded in, I believe it was a Ford dealership. We usually just try to buy cars from franchise dealers, and when the car came in, it was completely waxed and vacuumed. Like, the way somebody traded this car in, it was pretty amazing. Here is another one, little chip that probably needs a touch-up, and here's one as well. But again, I mean, these things are so minor, they don't go beyond normal wear and tear. Now, one thing I gotta say the car may need in the next 5 to 10,000 miles is tires. Tires are still decent. They're matching Kumo Extra tires, but they're borderline. They're not at the wear indicators, but they're probably good for, like I said, 5-7,000 miles, depending on how you drive it. Let's look inside. I don't think there are any flaws on the inside of this car. I mean, it's got these Alcantara inserts, and they look great. Obviously, there's more wear on the driver's seat, but you still can see the seat look good. Headliner looks nice. All the door panels, back seats, all nice. Dash looks good. I don't know if you can see how dirty this windshield is. Anyways, car runs great, and it's very quick. This is kind of gonna be a cold start. I think the car ran for maybe 10 seconds. I just had to move it out of the spot. So one thing that's very common on these is when it gets warmer, these center displays, the pixels actually go out. Now, I don't know if you can see, but when I close that door, it actually says, I don't know if that's visible, it says okay, but it's so faded you can't really see it. Now, there are people who fix these things. You can replace the whole cluster, or you can just send it out for repairs, and they do something to repair these displays. Now, today it is a fairly warm day, but if you start the car and it's cold, you can actually read all these things. All these center pixels are fine. The AC blows cold. Car sounds really nice. Let's pop the hood. The car looks like it was loved by whoever had it. Let's rev this thing a little bit. Again, car of this age in this condition, especially on the outside, it's just not something we see every day. Call us with any questions.